My name is Susan Elliott, and I'm the editor of MusicalAmerica.com. And I am here with Riccardo Muti, who is our Musician of the Year, and it is a great honor to have you here and to meet you.
Thank you.
You are definitely one of the most important people in our business. Mr. Muti is going to be the music director of the Chicago Symphony Orchestra next year, and is also the music director at the opera in Rome. Is that right? Yes. And I was interested to ask how the Chicago Symphony connection came to be in the first place.
It came completely unexpected because I conducted the Chicago Symphony the early 70s, I think in 1973. After my debut in Philadelphia, I conducted my debut in Philadelphia was in 1972. Then in 1973, in the summer, I conducted some concerts in Philadelphia, Chicago, Ravinia, and Boston, Tanglewood. Then I went back to Chicago, and then little by little I became more connected to the Philadelphia Orchestra. In 1976, I became principal guest conductor.
Right.
That meant already the bridge to become music director.
Right.
So since I became music director, I was devoted completely to the Philadelphia Orchestra. I didn't conduct any other American orchestra.
Right.
So when Deborah Rutter started to appear at some of my concerts.
Deborah is the president of the
President
Chicago
of the Chicago Symphony,
yes.
so in Vienna or in London or in Paris, asking me to go back to Chicago to conduct some concerts. I was not really very enthusiastic about the invitation. An invitation is always very nice,
right.
But I didn't want to go back to orchestras that I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was spoiled because I conducted only these 5 or 6 orchestras that I was conducting for decades.
Yeah.
The Vienna Philharmonic, the Berlin Philharmonic, Bayerische Rundfunk.
Yeah, you were spoiled.
So I said, why? I don't want to meet new people. I don't want to. But she insisted so much. Then she accepted. I accepted to visit the Chicago Symphony Orchestra in the great city of Chicago. And but the first appointment didn't take place because I ate in Vienna a fish that was horrible, so I had an infection. I had to cancel the concert.
Oh my goodness!
And, so I thought that it was a sign
Fate.
from God. But in the meantime, I had accepted to conduct a tour with the orchestra, and the tour was planned after the previous concerts,
right.
previous concerts.
Right.
So you have a concert. If the things go well together, together, then you make the tour.
Right.
So I had to make the tour without having seen the orchestra in a normal concert. So it was something a little bit strange, no?
Yeah.
Because tour means to do 20 concerts together.
Sure.
You need to have a certain relationship with the musicians, not just like used to be the Chinese marriage in the 18th century,
right,
the 19th century. And so I went to Chicago and started the rehearsals. And something immediately happened between me and the orchestras. I don't want to speak about love affair, all these things that in this country is
the honeymoon.
Is a honeymoon, is over,
yeah.
Is not over, is happening, how long will be. This, musically, I felt, and the musicians felt, that was something, a good musical connection. And also because the conductor is not supposed to do only music, to make music, but music is an expression of his personality,
right.
of his soul, of his culture, of his mind. Everything seems to work. And so we started then, we did the concert in Chicago, then the tour. The tour was very successful.
Remember that.
And during the tour, the musicians started individually, but maestro, why don't you think about, and my answer was always no, not at all. I've done enough. So I started to be music director in 1968 in Florence, in the
Yeah.
Maggio Musicale,
Yeah.
then London Philharmonia, then Philadelphia,
Right.
then 19 years in La Scala. I said, that's enough. I want to be free, like a bird. But then I was the seduction,
Uh-huh.
and many players wrote me a letter saying how much they enjoyed the tour, and the music making, etc., etc. So after other 2 or 3 appearances of Deborah in some cities, in New York or in
That's
Paris,
great. Good for her.
so we started. I started the tower, not the tower in the sense of something great,
Right.
just the building. It's better, more appropriate.
The building, I got you.
If not,
Yeah.
tower can be misunderstood like arrogance. No,
Right.
the building started to collapse, and
The
so
wall came down.
and that now I am here, and I did some concerts with them in past weeks.
Yeah.
And again, our relationship was wonderful, and so I think that it's possible that we have a wonderful future for us and for the community of Chicago.
That's great. That's wonderful. Well, thank you very
Thank
much.
you very
It's been
much.
a pleasure to talk to you.
Grazie.